they've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. Losing early in the year can be detrimental, also can be galvanizing. You realize not much margin for error, and they suddenly have put it together and won their last two.
The dips in the season early really served as motivation for them, and they were able to turn the page. They were able to be resilient. And 18 to 22-year-olds in college football, David, it's easier said than done, but this team really is about that.
Yeah, and they're starting to get it together, and you can see it. Like, I think early in the season, too, Jesse, you're figuring out who you are as a team. I think they kind of got that figured out, and I look for this team to win today and climb up into those rankings.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Just feeds the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Washington. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Fires to the tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Bears are marching down the field. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. There he goes! A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he is going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants.
There he goes. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 5 and a 1st down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A designed run for the quarterback. Oh, he's getting it. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This is is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to pass, it's Robertson. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The Bears are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle, it's Prentice. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the move, it's Edwards. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Johnson wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Bradley. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Kansas State quick to the line. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. A little screen to the running back. And the ball slipped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do, now they've dug themselves an even bigger hole.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Robertson. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Grab behind the line. It's Bradley.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas State in business in the red zone. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. This offense has it with really good field position. With jet sweep pass. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Johnson looking to throw. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Prentice. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it in. He's loose. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Wide open spaces. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bears! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They'll go to the air. Using the quick game. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first down from their own 22. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The RPO fired complete to the left. Lots of running room. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box.
Going over the top. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Here we go.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Wilson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Fires on the move. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
42, spike.
Lost to throw again. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
On the
And the Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 28 over Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Johnson wants to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and didn't leave.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Safe completion on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Ernie on the Jets. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Bears moving quickly to the line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson.
50-50 balls like that comes down to trust. And in a 2-minute situation with the game on the line, the quarterback knew his guy was going to make a play for him, and his receiver did exactly that.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, and he just dropped it. So close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Bears! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, he gets the first down on that one. I think if he could do it over, though, he would do his best to stay in bounds and try to bleed as much clock. With the lead right now, obviously the clock is their ally. That's something that they're going to work more on in practice as the season progresses.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Caught over the middle, it's Bradley. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do